Can I maybe make my point this way? The PKTT, as at the 31st of December, was not the only task team of the SAPS. You express in paragraph 167 that it's constitutionally untenable to have a task team exist outside of the organizational structure. That's what you say. The principle is it's constitutionally untenable to have task teams outside of the structure. Maybe you're correct, maybe you're not. But the question is, you dissolve only one task team when you have that concern about the constitutionality of task team. It is only one task team that you dissolve. You're happy to live with the unconstitutional existence, if ever there's such a concept. You are happy to countenance the continued constitutionality problem you have about the existence of other task teams, but just not the PKTT. Please explain in a way that makes that your decision to make sense.
Now, historically, the National Political Killings Task Team is the only team that had been associated with being inside or outside the structure all the time from 2019. And as indicated before, it was always expressly indicated by SAPS that it would need to be integrated, it would need to be absorbed. And therefore, that's why it sort of features higher than any other team in the conversation. Hence, even here in these paragraphs, it seems to be the only, but the principle is not necessarily confined to it alone. It applies across, but the specific reference is this one because in the conversation that had developed over time, that was the one that was in reference almost all the time from 2019.
Sorry.
More than any other.
This is my last engagement, I think, for now on this. Have you just said that the PKTT is the only task team that the SAPS have considered to be outside of the structure, of the organizational structure?
No, I'm saying the PKTT is the only task team that had consistently featured in the conversation parallel to structures, simply because of one reason. Its tasks were identified by SAPS as requiring absorption to a specialized unit inside. And it's almost because the other teams that were originally identified, they were identified as a problem, as a burden, as being untenable. That's why they were then dissolved, if I could talk that language, and integrated into like murder and robbery, and under under murder and robbery and under serious and violent crimes. They were doing integration so that these task team could be managed better in a sustainable way, so that you could be certain about the instruments you are using to fight crime. Okay.
Can I just try one last time so that I understand what your answer is to my question?
Yes.
Are you saying to us the PKTT, and it's a yes or no answer, I either misunderstand or understood you correctly. I'm going to reframe my question. Are you saying the PKTT is the only task team that the SAPS that you are referring to considered to be outside of the organizational structure? It's either yes, that's what you're saying, or no, that's not what you're saying.
For my clarity, I hear you very well, but if you could be kind to me to repeat your question.
Okay, that's all right. You spoke in a way that made me understand you to be saying, according to the SAPS discussions,
Yes.
the PKTT was the only task team that was considered to be outside of the organizational structure. You spoke in a way that I understood you to be saying that. So what I'm asking is that what you were saying, that understanding of mine that I've just projected back to you?
Yes.
And that's why I say
understand.
it's a yes or no answer. Either I understood you correctly to be saying only the PKTT was considered to be outside of the structure, or no, I misheard or misunderstood you.
You misunderstood me.
Yes.
And the reason for that is that National Political Killings Task Team is the only structure, or the only not structure team that was targeted, if I could use that language,
I see.
for, over a long time for integration. It's as if even the specialized units were established such that you would absorb, because
Can I stop you there, Minister?
Okay, thank you.
What I wanted to establish with you a few questions back was you have other task teams in the SAPS.
Yes.
Can we agree, if you are correct in this sentence where you say the continuation of a temporary task team outside of the organizational structure is untenable both administratively and constitutionally? If you are correct with that statement, it holds for all task teams.
Yes,
It must be.
That's correct.
Okay, that's all I wanted to establish. So it's not just unique to the PKTT.
Yes,
it
that's
also
correct.
applies to the mining task team, to any other task team that the SAPS has.
That is correct, with a proviso that you wouldn't, when there's a need to establish a task team, you would flinch from doing so. You would establish and then disestablish.
Okay.
But yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister.